talking to Middletown North head coach Steve Bush. Steve, this is your third crack at Middletown South. Do you feel like you're in your best position to maybe make a run at them?
Yeah, I think so. Our guys have grown and gotten more and more confident, and winning the state game, I think gave them some more confidence. We beat Manalapan, it was a big team this year, and we had kind of talked about each year kind of taking the next step, and our next step was winning a game on a big stage and winning a playoff game, and now we want to be champions. We don't want to be content with just getting into the playoffs. So our kids are ready to go after it, and they're a very, very good football team, and we're going to have to play real well to do it, but we're going to go after it.
Are they a typical Middletown South team, or do they have some nuances that make them special or different?
Well, I think they're very balanced. They're good on both sides of the ball, and they're very good in the kick game too. They don't make a lot of mistakes. The quarterback's playing well for them. They're big up front on the offensive line. They can both throw it and run it with two different runners that are very good. And defensively, they're shutting people down. They're all those linebackers make a lot of plays and they're quick up front, and they've been pretty solid across the board.
To me, when I look at the game, it's one you've got to get a couple defensive stops, maybe a turnover, a short field. I mean, does defense need to set a tone for you early so your offense?
Absolutely. I mean, our defense has been playing well, kind of throughout the season. Our defense has played pretty well. And it's gonna, any game like this, turnovers are going to be huge for in either direction, and we talk about that. When you're going into every game, those can be the difference in the game. In a couple of the games that we lost, we turned the ball over in the red zone, and the games we won, we've been on the plus side of the turnover ratio almost every single one of them. So we've got to do that and take care of the football and create some turnovers and take advantage of opportunities when we do get a short field.
How nice is it to have Chad back, and what does he bring to your team that you don't have when you were without him?
He brings an emotional lift too, because he's just a good football player. He's a guy that can score at any time. He can break a long one, but he can also get the tough yards for you too. He's a big, strong back where he can break some tackles and maybe run through the first one, and kind of wear a defense down a little bit too. So, the guy Connor did a great job filling in for him, and it has some great games running the ball. Chad just a bigger physical runner who also was a little bit faster too, so he can bring that physical element as well as a breakaway element into the game.
Emotions are going to be incredibly high. I mean, the place is going to be packed. Do you talk to your kids about keeping things in perspective?
Absolutely, yeah. I think in the past we hadn't played well in some of these big games, and we've been talking about that kind of through the off season, going into the season, that we got to be able to not get overexcited. It's a great atmosphere, and it's going to be exciting, and this is what high school football is all about. But you've got to channel it a little bit too, and you got to play within yourself. You still got to be able to execute your fundamentals, and you still got to be able to know your assignment and do your assignment. You can't just get so wound up that you're just running around and not executing. So I think that was a problem for us when I first got here, and we've been constantly working on it, and just maybe unleash your enthusiasm when you're making a tackle, when you're finishing a block, those things. But you also have to play controlled and smart, and I think we've done that a lot better in a couple of big games that we've had this year.